For those of you coming to Cebu for the first time to meet your girlfriend, or if you contemplate coming to Cebu, to the now, then you're watching the right video as I will describe two places to stay in the now and also places to visit that are inexpensive in and around Cebu for some sightseeing trips for you both. Good evening and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who have not visited my channel before, my name is Jing and I'm the Candid Filipina. As you know, over the last few months, I've been done many interviews with Filipinas and foreigners discussing the ups and downs of love and relationship here in the Philippines. But on a lighter note today, we will chat about what to do when you get here, where to go, where to visit, and how to fill in your time here with your new girlfriend. So let's assume you've been chatting to a girl and online or in social media and you've now decided to come over here to visit for the first time. Maybe you've decided to come for 2 weeks or even 3 months or more. Regardless of that, here are some points to bear in mind once you arrive. And of course, it's a wonderful feeling when your plane lands and your new girlfriend is waiting at the airport patiently for you. A wonderful and memorable feeling for sure. Most of you will have booked a hotel online to stay at some times of the whole duration of your time here. But try to avoid that. Book a place initially for 3 or 4 days, which will give you the option to sightsee and travel with her little. Initially, you will be so excited to see her, and probably if it's a province girl, she will have never have stayed at a hotel before, and that's fact. So, going to a hotel with you will be like taking a trip to a palace. Even if the hotel is just 1,500 peso a night to her, it'd be luxurious. Something to also bear in mind that the girl you're meeting will be probably have never traveled on a plane or on a boat. She probably won't even have eaten in a simple places like McDonald's, let alone nice restaurants. So, even that will be an experience for her and something you will have taken as the norm in your country. So, you finally meet. You've got to your hotel and hopefully spending 3 or 4 days there, enjoying yourself, eating good food, and relaxing by the swimming pool. But you're not really taking her or yourself out to see some of the sites here that are inexpensive. So, I will give you my top 10 places that are great and also inexpensive and will be a great talking point between you both. I will only include Cebu places to visit that I would personally recommend, and I will put this up on my right hand side as I discuss them so you have an idea of what they look like. They are all easily accessible from your hotel in the middle of the Cebu. So let's begin. Firstly, there is Olongo Island, which is very close to Mactan Airport and just a 10-minute bangka boat ride, which is the traditional way of traveling by sea for locals. They do have hotels on this island, and there is a beautiful bird sanctuary there. And it's a great place for a day out or an overnight stay. It's cheap and cheerful. It's interesting and entertaining and a good talking point. Secondly, another beautiful day trip out is to travel from Cebu along the coastal road to Oslo, where they do boat trips out to see the whale sharks and manta rays that are wonderful to behold, as the water is so clear and visibility is so good that you see them just a few feet under the surface. A great day out or even an overnight stay that is not to be missed. Your girlfriend will be totally mesmerized by this place. No doubt it will have been something she has always dreamed of doing but never been able to afford. And again, not an expensive day out. Thirdly, Camotes Island, a 2-hour sea trip from Cebu, which is delightful as there is a good possibility that you will see dolphins following the boat. There are some beautiful white sand beaches with some fairly inexpensive hotels. I would recommend at least 2 nights there. You will enjoy as probably never been on a boat before. She will love it, especially the dolphins. Fourthly, at the north end of Cebu, a 2-hour journey by public transport are 2 beautiful islands with gorgeous white sand beaches. One is called Bantayan Island, which is a quite large and very beautiful and very inexpensive. It also includes a very cheap 45 minutes boat trip to get there. Once there, enjoy the peace and tranquility with some beautiful white sand beaches and memorable times together under the palm trees on the beach. Another island north of Cebu is called Malapascua. It's a very small island, maybe just under a mile square. White sand surrounds the whole island. There are no cars allowed on this island, only motorbikes, and there aren't many of them. You can walk from one end of the island to the other in about 30 minutes. Now, this place is like paradise. Beautiful fine white sand, beaches, coconut trees, and more importantly, if you're into wildlife, this is the place that you will find the treasure shark in abundance. To see the treasure shark, however, you will need to be able to dive. Again, as I said, beautiful island. That's inexpensive if you look about for the right hotel. It's very peaceful and fantastic scenery, and the locals are very friendly, and it's also very popular with the tourists and foreigners. And sixth place I would recommend our so-called Taps Cebu, which is a great vintage point overlooking most of Cebu, an abundance of restaurants catering for all types of foreign food. It's a great and inexpensive day out and a fun day for both of you to take lots of pictures and videos. The other place are the mountains of Balamban, again with a tremendous vintage point overlooking scenery over the whole of the island. It's breathtaking to see the list. Recommendation would be the west side of Cebu, as most of the white sand beaches are on the west side. Travel to a place called Tabuelan. There are some beautiful resorts There one in particular called Dorhan Resort. Beautiful white sand beaches, very friendly staff, and great restaurant looking out over the sea. Very romantic, very cheap, and very beautiful. Mualbual, another place on the west side of the island, famous for sardine shoals and breathtaking white sand beaches. Kawasan Falls, very close to Mualbual. So you could do both on the same day, but I would recommend an overnight there. A famous waterfall here in Cebu with turquoise-colored water and is a spectacular and attractive. It's like going back in time, even though the paths are paved and flat, no climbs. It's a jungle-type atmosphere whereupon you arrive at this huge, beautiful waterfalls. Something not to be missed, and a great place also not to be missed. 10th choice are local flights from Mactan Airport to visit the Chocolate Hills in Bohol or Panglao Aluna Beach, or to fly to nearby islands like Ormoc, Leyte, or Butuan in Mindanao, or Bacolod in Negros Island. I include this because they are cheap places that you can get flights for under 3,000 pesos per person. So are inexpensive and all are within 45 minutes flight time. Have a night or two there. Enjoy yourself with your girlfriend. Also, by doing this, you have let her experience flying on a plane and also taking a boat trip. So whether you're 30 or whether you're 70, these are all very easily accessible places and very enjoyable, and gives you both something to talk about and discuss even if there is quite a big age gap. This also keeps you away from the many big shopping malls here, where you can end up spending lots of money. In addition to that, it will be a memorable experience for both of you and a good start to your relationship, and something she will never forget and always treasure. So there you have it, my top 10 tips on places to visit in Cebu. Also, if you ever decided on the now to stay, here are 3 hotels resort I would recommend. El Salvador, nice quiet at the seafront and good restaurant and swimming pools and nicely laid out gardens. Coco palms, basically same as El Salvador, both are nice. And finally, the Maric Beach Resort, a nice place, relaxing with swimming pools and more family oriented in Loyang, Carmen. These hotels can be booked online if you need it. So hope that helps also. Remember, don't just book one hotel and stay there the whole duration. Give yourself the option to move around and experience and enjoy life and the culture here. Anyway, as usual, stay healthy, stay safe, be happy, and God bless you all. Until next time, it's Beijing, the Candid Filipina. Bye for now.